Alright, the next quest in the Eden questline, given to us by Reen in the Not So Empty, now called the Utopia, I think, is Where I Belong. Here we go. Cutscene. We see the beautiful multicolored crystal tower thingy, the Eden tree, a tall waterfall. I didn't see that before. A little mini waterfall from a stream running into the lake as well. Another tall waterfall. I love waterfalls. I still can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. Gaia nods along with her. I just wish the others were here to see it. My options are, I'll be sure to tell them about it, or perhaps Gaia could pay them a visit and share the good news. Can she? That's interesting. Why would I never thought to suggest that, but my character does? Perhaps Gaia could pay them a visit and share the good news. Why Gaia, though? Because she's an Ascian? Gaia? But how would she do that? Well, Ascians can travel between worlds, can't they? And if you know how, I might be able to do it, too, if I find a way to use my Ascian powers. It may prove a bit tricky now that I'm separated from Metron, though. I think on it with my hands at my hips. Well, to be honest, I'd like it if you stay in this world, at least for a while. We still have so much to do together, after all. Actually, I wanted to ask something. When you say the others, do you mean Thancred, the Bookworm, and Urianger, your knight in shining armor? She got it backwards. I look shocked and give her a weak smile. No, it's the other way around, says Reen. Oh, it is? Or is it? Seems my memory's even less reliable than it was before. The main thing is, the whispering in my head has stopped, so I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. Even so, there's a part of me that'll miss hearing the fairy's voice. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through rather a lot, so why don't we head back to civilization for some much-needed rest? Much-needed rest. Nods from myself and Gaia. All right, leave the piloting to me. Reen gives a happy, double fist pump cheer. And goes to pick up Thancred's gun blade on the way. She used it to slice through the darkness. We talked to Gaia. We're back in Amarang to continue. I understand that keeping the Sky Slipper here allows us to save fuel from traveling all the way back to Mordsu, but can't we just carry a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these heels, you know? And I haven't done that, but I'm smart enough to know that that's very much probably true. I seem to remember you weren't too enthused when I suggested buying some nice, sensible walking boots. Come to think of it, maybe we should rest here for a while. You must be tired after all that piloting. I'm fine. Besides, I had the two of you to keep me company. It was over before I knew it. Me too. Taking in the scenery with the wind in my hair really helped clear out the cobwebs too. Perhaps I should see about getting my very own Sky Slipper. What? You can't just buy one? Even if you could, they'd cost a fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my Yulmoran upbringing speaking. I'll have you know I'm almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings, like Mordsuk, for example. That reminds me, it's time we made our way there and told Yalfort all about, well, everything. Nods from both myself and Reen. Alpha. And Wind Up Alpha actually started to follow in the same direction. It was just a weird coincidence, I'm sure, but it was kind of cute. I mean, everything Alpha does is cute, so. Anything? Nah. There are currently no boosted fates. My ninja is like 77 and half. A little bit more than half. Getting it to 80, and then I will level up Ninja and Viper together because they share gear. Here's a Yalfort to finish this quest. Welcome back. I take it all is well in the empty. It is now. Not everything went quite as we'd planned, to put it mildly, but we managed to revive the ambient ether. Now all we need to do is wait for the changes to become widespread. Truly wonderful, just wonderful. I shall share the tidings with our inner circle, and perhaps it is time more people knew of your expeditions as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of the citizenry to make their own forays into the empty. He gives a bow, cutscene. Camera pans down from the sky to Mord Sook, capturing the big aetheryte. Yalfort gives a nod. I'm pleased to say that I too have some good news to share. Our investigators in Yulmore have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity. Really? He nods. As it pertains to matters of a private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't actually looked at it myself, but I imagine it includes Gaia's real name. She looks down to the left a little bit, blinks slowly, closes her eyes, opens them. To be honest, I prefer not to know. But why? I look a little bit shocked myself. You see, I've come to learn a lot about my past, even before my life in Yulmore. I know now that I am the reincarnation of Logrif, an Ascian, and Metron, the one who was transformed into Eden, was someone very special to me. She looks up to the sky, kind of cloudy. Actually, pretty dang cloudy, but yeah, like lighter clouds. For 100 years, Metron called out to me in the hope we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. Even so, Metron held on to those precious memories of our life together, and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. Ascians in love is something I don't believe I ever expected. But, I mean, they're people. Just some very, very fucked up people who became immortal. Became immortal, right? They weren't always immortal. Well, anyway. I know now that Metron wanted the same as us. Wanted the world to be as it once was. Gaia smiles and nods. Yes, it's a shame that things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. Puts her hand to her heart. I would have likewise succumbed to the darkness within if it weren't for Reen and Mercy. If someone had also been there for Metron, who knows what might have happened. White screen flash. We have this Reen hugging a sitting up, I think just rescued Gaia picture. She looks to Reen. That's why, from now on, I want to help those in need, to give their dreams a chance to come true. For me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope, and though each of our lives may be but a drop in the great river of time, hope springs eternal. Reen smiles. Gaia? So, I'm sorry. While I appreciate your efforts to find my past, I'm looking to the future now, as Gaia. No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you're happy, then so are we. Right, I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the empty. If you'll excuse me, I have expeditions to arrange. Till next time. He gives a nod. Walks out of the cutscene. So, what shall we do now? Come on, Reen, don't tell me you've forgotten. She's mouth open for a second, as if she has forgotten. Gaia approaches her a little closer, still like a yard away. Starts to laugh a little bit. The festival at the Crystarium, remember? And don't even think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Big, happy, open mouth from Reen and a smile, and she starts to laugh. Gaia grasping the ice crystal in her left hand to her chest. They continue their conversation. I give a slow blink. Happiness. Happiness. Gaia and Reen together again. I don't know. Where I Belong is complete. 7,500 gil. Throwaway materia. A new chapter of New Game Plus. I haven't really looked into New Game Plus. What does Luri do? Reen's first report, Reen's second report, final report. Okay, so this is probably like how you can relive some of the cutscenes, I would guess. Let's see if anything in the Crystarium has changed. Can I get back? Yeah, you can get back to the empty, I think, anytime you want. We'll pop into the Crystarium, see if there's any quest that seems like it might be a follow-up or anything that looks like a festival. Nope, not really, no. What's Pilgrimage of Light? I'm gonna go over to the empty to see if there's anything there as well, but let me just check on this really quick. Bright, is it crafting? Gathering? What is a 91 quest locked behind? It's locked but not locked. Okay. Hold on. FFXIV. Pilgrimage of Light. Previous quest was Endwalker. Oh, you have to have done floor 50 of the Palace of the Dead. I have done 0 floors. Never tried it. I have heard of it's. Oh yeah, it tells you right there. I think I did the house that Death built. I have done that. I don't know how to get into it. Would it be a trial or a raid? Oh, 24 man, yeah. You can't go in solo on 24s. See, I did all the Alexanders. Oh wait, I did get that final quest I was looking for. I don't think these were necessary in the storyline. The Bahamut stuff? I don't remember though. Okay, so it's not any of those things. I want to do Juno. I'm gonna make Juno videos for sure. I loved Final Fantasy XI. At times it was love-hate, but lots and lots of love. I think maybe I have to go to the bathroom, so we're probably gonna finish this quickly here. I think maybe that House of the Dead thing, or whatever it's called, you have to you have to actually go to it. Like, you can't just queue up in the dungeon finder. I don't know. But I have E1 and E12 that I can get blue mage spells from, and eventually we'll join a blue mage party and actually do them. But Yalfort is at the speeder. Since Eden is, for want of a better explanation, out of action, we thought it best to remove the aetheryte shard previously used to enter its core. But if you want to take the Sky Slipper to visit the campsite, you're more than welcome. In fact, would you like to go there now? Okay. Yep. So, you know what? Actually, this is perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the Eden questline and the raids. I'll turn a little bit. And see you next time for whatever of mine you watch next. Bye-bye. Where's the button? There's the button.